This is part 2 to the campaign guide. Hello everyone, I'm Kim Supercar and I'm going to guide you through campaign across these several parts. Welcome to part 2 of this campaign guide. Now, in the last one, which by the time it's recording is currently uploading, it'll be out by the time you see this. We covered 49, 36 to 49, and we're now covering Nikki Bella stages only. So, yeah, hopefully you will find this helpful to where you can use it. Now, these ones is a lot harder now. The stats are increased a lot from what we saw previously. Now, annoyingly, my left-out females suck. So do bear with me in terms of who I'm using and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. So, in case you do not know, it doesn't apply here. We're going to be trying keeping it as free as I possibly can without suffering, without actually having to overthink it. And yeah, and we're going to be I will be providing alternate options, ideas, tips if you need any for these stages. And yeah, hopefully it is helpful for you as well. And if I do need to super move, I'm not going to. I will stay in the guide in it explicitly super move this match or somewhere along the lines of super move. If I do mention super move, that's where I will get it. But of course, I'm not going to get it for everything in this campaign video. In these campaign guides, it will take forever. But yeah, it will be explicitly said. And yeah, we're going to be relying on the spreadsheet a lot to help with these stats. We're going to be talking about stats and tables and stuff like that. So yeah, join me for the ride. So our first match, as you can see, is a load of power. So stage 50 requires huge levels of power. Now this is fine for us since we've got JC and Uncle Howdy. Of course, with Selena Manager will be nothing different. So it's just that female match that will cause a lot of issues. So a lot. Okay, I just remembered how bad I am at with these females for power because I haven't got any. Oh god, right, okay. Might have to super move straight away. Saying that, I did say there was a chance there will be a super move straight away. So yeah, the only reason we're using joke. I'll just super move it. I'll super move that third match because it's a pain. I don't have the Halloween cards, and God knows if I'm gonna get them or not. Because I'm just so demotivated in what we've got. So yeah, let's just get into it. I will use the super move for 50, but anything extra, we're not going to. So these levels are on the levels of the Sub 25 campaign levels. In terms of the stats, especially stuff like that, it's just high support, so it's hard. So it Mars, it's actually more difficult. Of course, we have a lot of options now, but left arrow females, we only got one. For the time being, well, we have had a few now, but it's more the case if you got it. So yeah, we are just gonna super move this match. Of course, we did use Julia. We could use anyone though for that risk. Is that other super move user? So like an unhinged or something, like Naomi or something. I don't know. Actually, no, Naomi wouldn't have worked that well. But yeah. So first match, we used Uncle Howdy here with no equipment. He didn't need any. JC's next with his an F2 JC as well. He is a very strong path card, so that's always nice. We did get used to table. We did super move, but I didn't want to, but we had to. So yeah. For equipment use, I'll just show on Julia. We had the Shaquille Neal decks here. As you can see, a lot of power. Not maximum power though. Of course, it only works on Shaq. And then Rhea, we just had our standard elbow pads with all power used. Now in these ones, I will also be showing the equipment used, as I just believe in the best information possible. So let's get into the next match, which is 51. So we are dealing with a charisma match, and also a speed match. Now I know it will say Dom. I know it does show Liv Morgan. I'm not going to use her the best way I can. We're just going to be using the Nugs on that. Of course, we are going to be using Larry for this, just to support that male tag match. We're going to be using GC. Howdy's fun is owned. I'm going to use JC and Omos, my 327 Omos. And yeah, that should be more than fine, so let's get into it. So, as I said in the previous video, there are 3 codes that you should try and use, which is grass touch maintenance. That will give you the pro touch grass support, which is extremely useful in campaign. You also have Fate and Fortune, which is another very useful equipment, and you also have Daddy Dom. Oh god, should be fine though, because JC carry. Oh god, no we're not. Give me a minute, I did some maths wrong. Unless... No, I'm fine. I know what to do, it's just Fireflies. So, so I just need to fix that tag match, because apparently it's not enough for them. Unless it's because it's just one person. I think it's because I may have chose the wrong person. Alright, give me a second. Oh, well, this will happen, by the way, if I'm not paying attention. So yeah, 3 locker codes is why is it not? Oh, God's sake, I don't have to reset again. Should be alright though. Yeah, and this... That's not enough. God. No, it is, thank God. I generally just swore under my breath. I do try and keep things PG, but campaign can be very annoying. So, especially this stage as well. This stage I didn't actually expect to be difficult, but it is. And there's more to come, and it gets worse than this. So do prepare yourselves. So we used Uncle Howdy in F2. Uncle Howdy with no equipment there to beat at Smash. This matchup did lose, and luckily we supported it. We were 17k off. No wonder why. So, they were fine. Well, fine now. Of course, Fireflies for 1,000 backstage points is in the White 6 store. Also very usable, and is a better option than the Universal Championship F1. It's just I forgot to equip it. And then Zelina wins very easily. So I'm just going to show the equipment off. JC, he got the CM Punk Geography Nox. Here, a lot of toughness. Works on CM Punk for an extra toughness boost if you have him. But of course, you're not going to have him in the left arrow stage, as he is a down arrow. And then with the second set of CM Punk 3 Nox. Now, I'm very aware not everyone got these. So, just alternate toughness equipment. You had the Hank Walker Hank Walker jacket, I'm pretty sure, was the toughness equipment. Let me just check for you real quick. Of course, you have your standard equipment as well that you could use. Mae Young's hand, Hank Walker's jersey, yep, there it is. Tommaso's Goldie, you could be able to use as well, and you should be alright. Fireflies, very helpful. And then we had Zelina's with the maxed Dominant Mysterio Nugs. There, nice and easy. And yeah, let's get into 52. So 52 took me a while when I actually did do it. And yeah, that is why the female toughness tag match was annoying for me. But it is fine now, it's actually very easy. It's just me overcomplicating everything. So, going to be using Rhea Ripley and Zelina here. It is a toughness. I had an error in the last part when I looked at the wrong match. And yeah, it is the. So we're going to use Mayung's Hand and Geography Knox. We should be fine with them. That is the wrong set of equipment. Geography Knox. Fireflies, thankfully, is now being used, thank God. And the Charisma is the same process as last time. So yeah, let's get into it. Charisma then for Uncle Howdy, nice and well. JC is going to be your big help here in your power match. Of course, from Beat the Oracle, it's now gone, but hopefully you've played during it. They are extremely helpful in campaign. Now, this is where we're going to be using the Firefly support. Oh god, ain't enough, is it? Nope. Okay, that is fine. You can super move that much and you'll be alright. I'm not retrying. I don't think I actually could do it anyway. So, yeah, as you can see with the recap, I know one will say I lost. But we'll come back to that. Uncle Howdy wins very easily against Sami Zayn. JC Mateo beats Eric in a power match. And now this match, you can just super move by 3,000 as well. Crying out loud. Okay, momentum slots will make that very much winnable for you. It's just I don't want to put momentum on unnecessarily, because I'm not really using them at the minute. So yeah, but definitely put momentum on Rhea and Zelina. They would have worked. It's just I don't have momentum on. So yeah, just be aware of your momentum slots and stuff for gone that stage. I can easily prove it. But yeah, for the sake of time, I'm not going to. But yeah, definitely one of them things. You could super move that match if you don't have the requirements, put in momentum, stuff like that. For that stage. So yeah, that should be fine. Nothing too complicated now. Hopefully, God, right? Okay, we have got a female charisma match, which we love to see. Now, I'm not going to be using Liv Morgan. I'm going to be using Becky Lynch. So, Becky should be fine. No, she won't. Well, no, we will make it so she is fine, but we're going to be using support. The female match, anyway, is 1, so there's nothing to do about that, really. Of course, momentum slots will put Becky at 151, but it doesn't matter anyway. We are going to put, however, a lot of toughness into Uncle Howdy. Now, I do have some like paid equipment and stuff. Actually, I forgot to show the equipment of the other one. Well, you've seen it anyway. It was just the Geography Knox and the Hank Walker jersey, for which I think actually scoots over a little bit. So remember, of course, put your best equipment on. So I'm gonna try and keep this free to play as I can. So Howdy, it's 175 average. The only annoying bit is Becky. Again, like I said, I'm trying to keep it as free as I can. Although I say that, there is a very... For the sake of the guide, and so I don't get 2 stars again, I'm just going to use Julia. Now, I'm sorry that I know that's not free, but just for the sake of me actually looking good, well, not for the sake of that, I'm joking around, but just for the sake of me trying to get 3 stars, I'm gonna use Julia. You can use Bliss, Becky Lynch, from the Halloween stuff. Again, I do not have them. Nikki Cross with the lantern if you get a prod. However, do be aware that is 6,500. So do be aware of that. I am not using Nikki Cross. I will talk about her a lot, but yeah, so many alternatives to Julia. Nikki Cross, Becky Lynch, Alex Bliss from Nikki Cross from the White Six store. Nikki Cross, not Nikki Cross, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley's on there. It's a limited edition for the Eon, so it'll be much better and it'll be better. It'll be a free option. And yeah, just going from that really, nice and straightforward. And then, yeah, like I said, I will provide alternatives if I do use paid options. So just be aware of that. I'm not the only reason I didn't want to use Becky is because I know she was lost. I'm going to be using Touchgrass in another match, which you can probably guess where it was that big match of the 175k average. So there we go. That toughness match is an easy match. And then here it is. So yeah, as you can see, 273k, 373. There it is. It's about 360 there, 350. Like late 350s, early 360s. So yeah, again, nice and easy. So we are just going to show the recap now. I know I used Julia, of course. I said all the options. Nikki Cross, the Halloween event, Becky Lynch, and Alex Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane's flipped versions, a left arrow. Here's Zelina with her toughness, of course, other options, Rhea Ripley again. And then this was why we used Touchgrass support. It was simply because of this, and we won a lot. So huge pluses there for us. Of course, that 182 and 175k. However, it is pain for sure. Now we are on to 54. Actually, wait, no, I should show the equipment that was used. So Julia's equipment is this Julia mask from her Battle Pass. So if you had her Battle Pass Pro, you will have the mask. Just be aware, the lantern is 3,000 backstage credits in the White Six store, and the Pro for Nikki Cross is 3,500. So 6,500 for them too. Of course, you can use Becky Lynch's WrestleMania t-shirt. Becky Lynch with a WrestleMania t-shirt. As long as you've got the Pro of the special card in the Halloween stuff, just be aware of that. Although at the minute, very hard to get. Well, not very hard to get. Not very hard to get because of the trash for it and its existence. Really, they didn't need to exist. So yeah, just be aware of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna take all this off. Zelina's, you saw it earlier, was the drug-free Knox. Uncle Howdy got this t-shirt here with a fair amount of charisma. It's good enough to win the match. And then JC got the WrestleMania t-shirt despite him not needing it. But yeah, let's go to 54. I'm seeing a female speed tag match, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of any of that really. That to me is a mess. So Dominic will have his. I'm gonna use the worse ones for that. It's only. Oh god, no, it's not. It's a very high average. It's 175 average again. Holy. I actually really underestimated like the difficulty of some of this stuff. So I don't want to put one of the matches in the absolute pits. Should be alright with the 175 average. Yeah, it's 182s. No, that's 172. He's 178. He'll be close enough to the required amount, which is good. Now it's a leader. So Dom Nugs. Do I need to use Rhea? Yeah, because I have no other options. So I'm actually best using the Morgan Battle Pass with the Dom Mysterio, because, no, I'm not. Don't benefit from it. I'm a flipping idiot. So just give me a minute. So yeah, we're just going to be using the speed equipment real quick. Just gotta find. I don't want to use the battle pass one, but I mean I'm using pay to win stuff anyway at the minute, so I might as well just use it. So yeah, they need to average about 158. Yeah, 158 would be healthy. Just gonna check that toughness match. It's fine with Holiday, and alright, let's go. We should be fine now. Of course, the alternates that I mentioned, except Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross won't be the best option. It's Bliss, Rhea. Well, Rhea actually ain't the best option either, but she is an alternative. Nikki, I guess, is an alternative as well. Lexa and Becky, though, are the ones to look for. Kairi Sane with her flipped variant, her Halloween variant, is the option otherwise. So, yeah, just keep aware of that. Of course, for Liv Morgan, you do not necessarily need her. It's just I'm using her simply because I've got no other options. I did try and keep the deck as more up to date and as free to play as possible, but of course sometimes you just can't, especially when the Halloween event is trash. So, well, in my opinion, it's trash anyway. Of course, state your opinions on the Halloween event. Well, the Halloween scavenger hunt. It's not even an event. It's not even Halloween to me because you can't collect all Legacy Halloween cards anywhere. So yeah, looking at whoa, looking at this, Uncle Howdy wins with no equipment. This, of course, is the questionable one. So again, like I said, Becky Lynch carries Saint's Halloween variant. It's fine. And also Rhea Ripley if you want to use Rhea Ripley. Also fine. And of course, Dominic Mysterio and JC wins very easily, very comfortably. There, of course, with that Liv Morgan bonus, that is what Battle Pass cards do. These should have been, they actually wouldn't have been fine and would have just had to use the support. But, yeah, we were fine either way. So, just going to show the equipment. On Liv Morgan, we used the P1 gloves. Now, I know that is questionable as well. Just use any speed equipment. You'll be fine. And then, on Zelina, we used the chicken nuggets, so just leave it there. Of course, a whole load of speed, 35k speed, I think it is. 34. JC, we used this. Now, I know it's not got. I did try my. I'm not gonna re-roll it, especially that 225 credit. It's disgusting. But yeah, we got 18 key speed out of that, and it was nice and healthy. And then Dominic, of course, he works with the chicken nuggets, and also he has a whole load of boost of 54k with it. Always nice. So Nikki Bella stage is again. Oh no, my bad. I need to do 55. Um, with yep, definitely do 55. So it's just that. Oh god, it's the female tag match again. Should be fine actually without it. So Finn needs a boost. Annoyingly, I don't have that boost. Or well, should I say I did have the boost, I got rid of it. I got rid of a lot of my like equipments and stuff. Because of the limits. Can just use a support though, I guess. 143. Yeah, we should be fine. We'll just use Finn with no equipment and then supporting should be fine. Let's do some testing. We should be fine with this, however, though. Okay, it's enough, thank God. But I think that would have been a loss. Of course, we're going to use our support here. 149. Yep, it's 143. And yeah, like I said, Liv Morgan's the only it's questionable there. It's a questionable option, but everyone else would lose. Of course, alternates, as said 4 times, is your Halloween stuff. So Kyrie, Becky, Rhea, Alexa. So, but I do not have them. That's recording. So yeah, thank God Dom Proct. Dom Proct saved that match. Thank God. So yeah, Dom and GC, they would have lost, funny enough, but I think that I would have just put Dom in momentum anyway, so I wouldn't have made a change. Finn wins. We used the support here, just because I've got no equipment that isn't free, for speed. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And then this, of course, alternate options said, and yeah, these two will easily win. So now on to Nikki Bella, and it's a whole load of power matches. Thankfully, though, it is male power matches. Oh yeah, we should just show the equipment. Dominic Mysterio and Nugs once again didn't change. GC got these this 18 key speed. Finn had nothing. On Liv, P1 gloves again, of course, to choose alternate option, the free version, and Dominic Mysterio Nugs version 2. There. So yeah, same equipment use as last time. Now we need to focus on a lot of power matches. So Zelina Vega is our only option here. In terms of manager, of course, we're relying on a big 150,000. Holy. Now, so funny enough, the Cowprint vest is actually good enough. Actually, it's usable on Dominic, but not like it's big thing or anything. But it's all tab matches, pretty sure anyway. Yeah, female attack is the 305. It's good to know. So yeah, we'll just put Razor's gonna need a. I've got a lot of pure powers, so I've got 2 pure powers. Holy. Jeez, it'll be fine. Liv can go now because I don't actually need her. Says that we'll probably need her now that I've said that. Famous, you know what they say, famous last words. And yeah, we would have to super move for that female match since we cannot get to the average. So that's very annoying. Of course, all the alternatives. Rhea is the best option. And yeah, we are using a T-ball as well. So, should be fine, however. Let's go check that. It's 207. I was convincingly in that as well. Okay. Just look at it because of difference. So yeah, this is the match I would super move personally. That's just me though. Of course, the female distribution. Of course, if you can get Rhea, Alexa, they're your best options for this. Just try and provide alternatives. Of course, I forgot to put. I don't have JC equipment on. Oh god, it may get ruined. Yeah, that's probably gonna be Ed's loss. Okay, give me a minute. I can fix that very easily. I know it shows one star. I can easily win that, however. So, just going to take Ria's equipment off after realization I can't win it. Well, I mean you can with the options that the game does give you. It's just I don't have them options, so we'll just go into it again. So yep, Dom and Howdy are fine for this. Dom procced. So yeah, this is the match I would super move. If you are struggling on this and you're struggling why, that is why. Then I'm going to be using a pipe bomb promo. Of course, a Eon table is better. I do not have one, however, because the game wants to give me only double stats. So yeah, but there you go. They win nice and easily. So yeah, let's just look at the recap now. Uncle Howdy and Dominic Mysterio beat Dante Chen and Ivar there. This is your super move match. I do not have a super move, and I'm not going to, get 25 super moves because I'll need them forever. So, yep. And then JC Mattel and Razor beat Pete Dunne. Finally, just showed the showcase of equipment used. Elbow pads, a lot of power on that, about 30k power. Pure power, not everyone has this, I'm very aware. Of course, find alternate options. Of course, for example, a lot of elbow pads. Of course, equipment, not the easiest to get though, however, keep that in mind. Doms, we tried the Captain Vest, which has now got 2 matches on it. So, well done. Of course, in the Daddy Dom code, if you aren't unsure how to get that. And then we got another pure power use here. We had 2 pure powers, so we used it there. So yeah, hopefully that is very helpful. Of course, stages 50 to 56 are now done. Next stages will be Braun Breaker and 63, the hardest campaign stage in this campaign. Goodbye.